The last one, I think, what we finished, whatever day it was, we did a little bit of our field work, collecting rock samples and the like. However, some odd things have begun to happen. Yeah, Nessa's theft. Some interesting things. So Nessa was breaking into a cabinet before we went to bed. And also, like a sneeze that's like about to come here. The other thing that happened was Albert's field kit went missing. So we find ourselves here now, beginning of chapter 3. I think it's called Investigations. We're going to begin, I guess, investigating what's going on. So in the other room here, the room that we're staying in, that was the cabinet that was busted into, and some things apparently were stolen. We haven't been in there quite yet. And Nessa was the one who was trying to break into it. So I'm kind of curious right off the bat what was going on with this. It's ask about curious. Is that enough? Evan mentioned something about the curio cabinet. Curio, that's the word. Cabinet also being broken into. The silver steins are very valuable, but nowhere near as valuable as my ruby brooch. The steins would fetch a good price. They belong to our parents. Ask about brooch. The brooch is worth a lot of money. You must find it for me. Oh, she lost her brooch as well, eh? Okay. I'm really happy it took off as well. This game is so cool, and yeah, I don't know. I've seen so much positive stuff about it. It's so good. I don't know. Makes me very happy. Take a look at the box here. I think this is the scene of the crime. The box is definitely empty. You wonder who could have done this. So we picked up powder a while ago, and that leads me to believe that maybe we can do like a fingerprint or something, but we would need something like, I don't know. I feel like in other games that I've had to do these sorts of deals before. Is Gabe Knight one of them? I don't know. You needed something like a piece of tape, and you might have needed some sort of thing to dust it with, you know. We don't really have anything there yet, but I wonder if that's where this is going to go down the line here. Kind of interesting. Ask about yesterday. Can't use yesterday. So I was like, we should talk about that. Ask about the steins. Don't ask me where the silver wedding steins are. I told you to find them. They've been stolen, obviously. Open luggage. You hiding anything in here? Luggage is locked. Open cupboard. Let's just make sure no one's hiding anything goofy in here. Look inside cupboard. Empty. Right hand cupboard is empty. Maybe Nessa doesn't intend on staying too long. Look inside drawers. Dresser drawers are empty. Okay, that's nice to know that we can just straight up look inside rather than open then look inside. Look inside. Is this a cabinet? Wardrobe. It's empty. Check in here. Currently empty. Preoccupied to unpack. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting line there. Look inside drawers. Everything's empty. Let's just look. Gone through these things. Armchair arranged around a low table. A door in the east wall. Yep. Nessa is here. Look at Nessa. Looks very agitated, more than usual even. What's this guy's name? Oh, I guess we'll continue to look. Look inside bin. Have a look at the bin here. Nothing in there. Look at desk. Is there anything under desk? Okay. Didn't know if there was any drawers, anything under there. Oh, as I phase into a wall. Ooh, voices in a doorway. Listen. You hear Evan's voice. Is he talking to himself? Close the door. Here, cup. You listen for a while. It sounds like Evan is reading Walden by Henry David Thoreau. You can hear the voices continue on behind the door. Is it just the same deal? I guess we pop our head in. Find it wholesome to be alone in the greater part of the time. To be in company, even with the best, is soon wearisome and dissipating. I love to be alone. I always like reading it to Margot, who was sick last time we saw her. Hey, mon cher, you say that, but you do not mean it. Ha, you know I'm just reading, darling. Skip to my favorite part. The French-Canadian woodchopper, you got it. Do the accent, too. Whatever the lady likes. Oh, Nancy, come sit and listen. My Evan is such a good reader. Ah, you are a sweet talker, you. You can if you want, Nancy. I'm reading it anyway. Thanks, but maybe another time. Hopefully he doesn't mind if I just completely loot his room. Wardrobe contains a few garment bags and folded up pairs of overalls. Look inside overalls. Okay. Behind clothes. Gotta make sure we're checking, I suppose. Ask about frame. Frame is empty. Margot is listening intently to Evan read to her. It would be rude to interrupt. What? Okay. Hmm. Okay. So this is the scene of the crime. Oh dear. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the smashed glass in front of the curio cabinet. Jagged shards of litter the rug. Ooh. Anything new? This is the bedroom you're sharing with Kimmy. This is the same as usual. Glass panes in the curio cabinet have been shattered. There's glass all over the carpet. Pick up glass. Cut your fingers, leave it alone. I don't have anything that would contain them. I can't imagine. Yeah, maybe not. Look inside curio. Curio cabinet appears to be missing some items. There's some empty spaces on the shelves. Oh, the silver steins are missing. Interesting, interesting. Anything new here? Ask about Brooch. Nessa told me all about the theft. I sympathize. This lodge is a den of undesirables. I have my own suspicions about that. You do? Indeed. I think Nathan conspired with Evan to hide the curious, valuable silver steins. Evan is aware that Nessa has designs on those items, and they are hers by right. Oh, is that so? Clearly. And it's clear to me that he intends to keep them from her until she and I have gone back to the city. But it's a family affair, none of my business. Okay. About steins. Did I ask about steins already? What would I... Oh, okay, doesn't know about those. Okay. Look in bin. Looks like there's something in there, yes. Full of ink splattered paper, most likely a result of Corvius's leaky pen. Take paper. You find a particularly clear fingerprint specimen. Neatly tear it out and take it with you. Aha, you have Corvus's, I'm going to call him Corvius for some reason. Corvus's fingerprint. Congratulations, you've obtained a fingerprint. I was right, I guess. Type compare fingerprints to check which fingerprints you have yet to obtain. Compare fingerprints. I need a complete set of fingerprints from everyone in the lodge before I can make any definitive conclusions. There has to be a fingerprint somewhere on Nessa's jewelry box if I examine it closely. The curio cabinet would probably benefit from a closer examination as well. Nessa would probably be cooperative if I asked her for her fingerprint. Margot is resting. I wonder how I could get her fingerprint without bothering her. Jack's probably too busy to help me. I'll need to figure something out. I feel like there's got to be. He touches everything. We got to get that one somehow. Kimmy's still downstairs in the conservatory, I think. Okay. Last I saw Nathan, he was downstairs in the conservatory talking to Kimmy. Albert's probably working in his room. I wonder where Mr. Richards is. Oh, okay. Well, it's one down. I don't know if there's anything necessarily in here. Oh, she's sleeping now. Okay, yeah, we can't talk to her. I was curious. So my thought was this. Look at... is it a vase? No, not a vase. I guess it would be a pitcher. Water, glass, and jug are set on Margot's side table. How would I go about doing this? Powder. Powder jug. The powder tin has a smattering of powder around the dispensing holes, but is nearly empty. Perhaps I can refill the powder tin with something else. Oh, okay. Is there anything in the drawers here? They're locked. Are they all locked? I guess so. All right, so I feel like I'm on the right path. Look at necklace. Not the same brooch. The size of the necklace's pendant leads you to believe it's made of glass. Can we that? The clear colorless nugget. I gotta remember to examine things. The clear colorless nugget is an odd amorphous shape. It shines with an almost adamantine luster. About the size of a grape. It's stunning. Okay. Still a bit of water in there. I think I see a faint oily mark on Margot's glass. Powder glass. You currently don't have anything prepared to reveal any fingerprints. Okay, so that I guess has got to be our top priority. We must collect these things. Glass is jagged and sharp. I wonder if the perpetrator left any marks behind. If there are any, I'll need something to help me see them. The soot I've obtained is pretty powdery. Could help reveal the fingerprints. The tin is the perfect container to dispense the soot I've obtained. Sticky white tape I've got should be useful for lifting any fingerprints. I forgot I even had tape. Perfect. Oh no, the pair of antique silver signs is missing. We knew this. Okay. So, use soot on curio. Powder curio. Okay, so I have to... Let's put a verb we can use. Put soot in tin. You carefully pour the fine black soot into the powder compact. This could come in handy. I'm all set to ask people for their fingerprints. and to reveal fingerprints on smooth surfaces, and to lift those fingerprints with a sticky white tape. Maybe I can get to the bottom of this. Okay. Powder. Powder curio, please. Aha, powdering the surface of the curio glass, cabinet glass reveals a fingerprint. Okay. Good. Can we powder everything? Powder table. Give me some table powder. No? Okay. Kimmy was there. It'd be good to have her thing. She's sleeping. Can we just oh wait, no. We can use her cup. Use her cup. Powder cup. Powder glass, not a cup. There's a fingerprint. Oh, hang on. Am I getting their fingerprints or are we just revealing them? Okay. You tape on glass. Get fingerprint. You tear off a piece of the tape pressed on the powdered fingerprint. Okay. So we're just walking around putting powder on everything, be like, oh, that could be helpful if I did anything with it. That's hilarious. Okay. Cool. All right, we're back here. Get fingerprint. Very good. We'll do some comparisons after we're done in here. How about this glass? Glass. Closer inspection doesn't reveal much other than the jug and the glass look untouched. Okay. What's in here? Ask for fingerprint. So can I take your fingerprint? It might help me solve who burgled your jewelry box. I read in a book that fingerprint patterns are unique to individuals, so I just need to apply some soot. Oh, fine. Do what you need. I'll do anything to find the culprit. Perfect. You carefully brush some soot onto Nessa's finger. Then press a square of adhesive plaster on top. Nessa makes a face while you do this, but says nothing. You've obtained a lovely clear impression of Nessa's fingerprint. Perfect. Very good. Okay, let's we just straight up get fingerprint. Powder box. Aha. Fingerprint. Get fingerprint. Tear off a piece of the tape and print it onto the powdered fingerprint. Carefully mark the back of this fingerprint as evidence taken from the jewelry box. Okay. So at this point, we have got a number of them. So we need Jack, Kimmy, Nathan, Albert, Mr. Richards. I'm sure this guy's going to be super down to talk to us. Ask about Curio. Mrs. Crab came by here. I think she mentioned something about that. She seemed pretty upset. Yeah. Do you know anything about the Steins? Okay, don't know anything about it. Sure, whatever. We'll see. Okay. Just imagine trying to open these drawers while this guy's actually sitting here is kind of a funny thing. Can we look at his glass? As clean as could be. It doesn't look like Albert has used his at all. He really should drink more water. Okay. What is this down here? Luggage, I guess. Spines aren't broken. The cover shows no signs of wear. These books are in pristine condition. I guess Albert takes really good care of his books. Is there anything on the desk that could be interesting? Ask for fingerprint. I guess we're going to have to straight up do it. There have been thefts? I'm not surprised. My field kit went missing too, if you'll recall. No one helped me with that matter, so I shan't concern myself with this. Oh. I have a very well-equipped field kit, which to perform my field work. And before you ask, no, you may not borrow a single part of it. Also, I've lost it, so... Alright, so that is going to be a pickle and a half to figure out sort of what we're going to do with that. In here, this is interesting, right? The chest, one of these chests was used to hold things, I think for Albert. The blue trunk has a big padlock on it that requires a key, which you don't have. E chest. Bit battered. Looks like it survived an overseas voyage or two. The blue trunk is locked. Opened. Trunk. Not this one. But this. What's in here? Green trunk looks sturdy, though it's been better days. It is also locked. Okay. Look at mop. E-mop. E-bucket. Trying to think of things that have definitely been touched by Jack in the meantime. Huh. This is quite a conundrum we find here. Look at bowl. E-bowl. E-bowl? No. Guess nothing in there. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Thank you very much for the raid, Ruffled Bricks. Nice to see you, folks. Hello, hello. Been nice to see other insects. I always enjoyed these raid messages. Welcome in, everybody. Nice to see you. We are playing a game called The Crimson Diamond, which came out, golly, maybe a week ago? Maybe a week ago? It is a lovely EGA text parser mystery game. As you can see, we're playing as Nancy Maple. We can kind of like look at the room and it gives us all these kind of cool things. It's like a game out of the old Sierra playbook, and it's extremely charming, but it came out like a week ago. Yeah, really, really cool. So I'm playing through that for the first time. I hope you had an excellent stream. I hope all went well. Give a quick shout out. If you haven't followed Ruffled Bricks, that has a huge, not that you need it, but Wolf seal of quality. Absolutely worth the follow. Ruffled Bricks is good people. Speedruns of various games, including the Worms. If you've never seen a Worms speedrun, do yourself a favor and watch one of Ruffled Bricks' VODs. It's great. But also some first plays and a DJ stream, which is terrific as well. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Paskachaska, welcome. Serio, Watcher. Welcome in again, Rosebuster. Arnold Breach, hello. Welcome in, everybody. To get you folks kind of up to sort of up to speed here, we're kind of in the middle of the game. We're playing as Nancy Maple, who is this game's set in the early, I think, 1910s, and we're in this lodge in extremely rural Canada. There has been a diamond that's been found kind of in the woods. Basically, it was caught like inside a fish, and it's sort of sparked this rush of people to this location thinking that maybe there are more diamonds and they can, acquire a fortune. But we, as Nancy Maple, are we're mineralogists that work for like the Royal Canadian Museum, and so in kind of an Indiana Jones fashion, we think it should be, it belongs in a museum type of a thing. So we're here to also look for more diamonds, but to kind of get to the bottom of what's really going on. Now, it turns out that, and this is like very similar. I mentioned the Sierra thing. It's kind of a very Laura Bow type situation where everybody kind of is up to no good. It seems everybody has some pre-existing motivations of what's going on, and now a little bit of a mystery is afoot where I can actually run upstairs and show you what I'm talking about here. But we've had a theft in the house. You can see that this curio cabinet to our left right here has been broken into, and 2 very expensive steins have been stolen. And so now we're kind of on our current sort of quest is to get everybody's fingerprints and see if we can match it to the curio cabinet that was broken. Additionally, this cranky old woman here had her brooch stolen out of this box over here. So we're also looking into that for her. Across the hall, we have another angry older man who does not want to play ball at all. He also has had his field kit stolen. He's another mineralogist. I suppose a rival of some sort to us. Should check his shoe size. I've been keeping track of everybody's shoe size. Get shoes. Check shoe size. Number 12. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Been trying to keep track of these things. Never know when that information is going to come in handy. But yeah, we're kind of working on it. At the moment, we need to figure out how to get... we have her fingerprints, so we're good there. We have Nessa's fingerprints. That's this woman here. Albert, that's the guy over here. We do not have his fingerprints yet, but he's being kind of a jerk, so that one's kind of on the back burner. As we head downstairs, there are a few other folks that we need to speak with. I have to find them first. It's a pretty big place. Here we go. We need this guy's fingerprints, Evan. So this is the guy who owns the lodge that we're staying in. Saw a video about the old Alone in the Dark game recently. Reminds you something from that. Oh yeah, sure, for sure. Yeah, right on. Alone in the Dark. That's a game for you. Metal Jesus Rocks worked for Sierra. Careful that you don't scratch. Scratch what? The balls. If you scratch for the cue ball, that's the white ball. It means that you hit one into the pockets. And I don't want to do that? Yes, you don't. That means no, you don't. I mean, no, you don't. Why don't you try hitting the ball with the cue and I'll give you some pointers. Well, let me really quick ask you for a fingerprint before we get into minigame land. What are you? Oh, ask for fingerprint. That's being too polite. Mr. Richards, may I have your fingerprint? I'm helping Nessa investigate her jewelry box theft. Helping Nessa. Hey, look, I came down here to avoid that business. They hate each other. They're brother and sister. Not a fan of each other. Isn't there enough going on around here as is? Okay, you're not going to do it, eh? Okay, that's fine. Pick up Q. Oh, another raid. Welcome in, Summer and Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello, Summer. Hello, Danny. Welcome in. I'll give you a shout out as well. Thank you very much. Were you playing some Crimson Diamond as well? Or have you finished your playthrough? Oh, Danny's your brother. Very good. Well, welcome in, Danny. Nice to meet you on the internet like this. Welcome, welcome. Pretty much at the finale now. Let's go. Okay. What is what's the way we parse this one? Hit ball with Q. Doesn't seem to work. Break. Break pool. Play pool. Here we go. One test. Enough to test for at least one more stream. Ah, got you, got you. Cool. Very good. Okay, how about you get us started? Here we go. Look at this walk animation. So good. Sure. We'll take it. Oh, wow. You know what? How about you just practice a bit? I'll give you some pointers. Okay. Play pool. Try to follow through more. Ah, got you. I'm assuming I can just keep saying play pool. I like that she, like, pulls it out of her pocket. Don't grip the cue so tight. Okay, I'll try. I mean, try not to. I really think I'm getting better. Sure thing, Nancy. How about I rack the balls again? You can try it from the top. Gee, thanks, Mr. Richards. I'm hoping... What's he doing? Okay. Okay. I guess we'll just keep playing pool. I wonder if there's a way to get the fingerprint for him from this scenario here, because this looks like we're kind of in an animation loop, as it were. I will say it's pretty impressive that we were aiming to go sort of to the northwest, and we managed to hit the yellow ball towards ourselves. Oh, there's a slide later on? Let's go. I love a good slide. I love a good slide. Like a worm crawling out of a pocket. Yeah. Yeah, I've yet to run into a worm on this particular game. Although that does make me think of Hobbs Barrow, which we get to pick up a worm. It's like part of our inventory. Its name is Kenneth. Hit ball into pocket. Can we like straight up tell Nancy just to be good at pool? Oh, we did a scratch. Okay. Try and hit the cue ball straight on for now. Nothing fancy. Oh dear, I was trying to hit it straight on. Okay. Oh, I'll get the cue ball. Thanks, Nancy. Pick up the cue ball. Careful not to disturb its surface too much. Oh. Do we just have it now? Oh, yes. You can definitely see an indication of a fingerprint on the surface of the ball, but it's still hard to see and easy to smear. Okay, well, we know what we need to do here. Powder the cue ball. Powder ball. There's the fingerprint. Nice and clear. Get fingerprint. Aha, this is a wonderful, clear example of Mr. Richards' fingerprint. Let's go. Okay. I wonder if we can just straight up leave with the ball. Does you know anything about the curio? Someone broke the curio's glass front and took my parents' silver steins. They got given those on their wedding day. Oh dear, I'll try my best to find them. Thanks, Nancy. No one else is giving an effort at all, by the way. I want to make that really clear. Now that is a pocket of holding. Certainly not walking out of here with a cue ball in my pocket. Is that a cue ball in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Wipe the sooty cue ball clean using a fold in your skirt. I'd hate this soil. the bays. Bays? Buys? That was fun, Mr. Richards. Thanks. Sure thing, kid. He's just like, that is the worst pool player I've ever seen in my entire life. Anybody in here? No. So we've absolutely looked in all of these things. How about in this bottom cabinet? Look inside cupboard. Decorative and doesn't open. Okay, we definitely have done that. Look at in bin. Nothing in the waste paper basket. Okay. Master fingerprint. Mrs. Ruby Brooch has gone missing, and a curio cabinet has been broken into. I'm investigating both of these incidents. Collecting fingerprints from everyone in the lodge would be very helpful. There have been thefts. That's not right. I'm happy to provide my fingerprint, if that helps. Thank you so much, Nathan. Nathan patiently waits while you brush the soot onto his finger, then press a square of adhesive plaster on top. Removing the square of adhesive plaster from Nathan's finger reveals a clear fingerprint. Much appreciated. Good luck. Kimmy, someone's stolen a brooch from Nessa's jewelry box, and the curio cabinet in our room has been broken into. Could I get a fingerprint impression from you to help my investigation? I'm sorry, Nancy, I don't want to get involved. Kimmy and her birds. I don't know how I feel about that. You do have a mug, though. Look at mug. Kimmy's mug is about 1/3 full of hot tea. Take mug. Give me that mug. Pardon me, Nancy. I'm still drinking this. It's still nice and hot. Oh, okay. It's still hot, you say. Do you have anything cold in here? We can give him a glacial sample. Something way to do this. Remember, she's 3 cormorants in a human suit. That's amazing. For those who are just coming in here, this woman kind of came into the lodge with us, and she's obsessed with cormorant birds, like these birds, and that's like pretty much all we know about her. Is she's like deranged level obsessed with them. It's very odd. I'm curious if we can use we blow the duck call. Maybe she'll run away again. She loves birds. What? Oh, Nancy, it was just you. That sounds like a good quality duck call. I've done a bit of mouth calling myself. Wonder. Take cattle. Can we take the cattle? What is that called? They don't have anything. I was like, maybe we can pour something. Or maybe she's poured it herself. Okay, we have to make it cold, perhaps. Let's check the bit in here. Nancy looks like Cher. Sorry, Nancy, I'm not a busybody. It was lovely and so relaxing that I nodded off on the couch for the bit. I guess we're talking about the tea. I missed the first bit. Glad you enjoyed it. Jack is spooning jam into an uncooked cookies on a tray. There's another tray by the window full of freshly baked cookies that are now cooling. Interesting. It looks like I can't move right now. I think we might be in a cutscene. That's about it for the jam. I'm making up some thumbprint cookies. They're Margot's favorite. Well, that's peculiar. I'm hoping to get some food in her. She's not feeling well and doesn't have much of an appetite. Thought I had more jars of raspberry jam, though. Mr. Richards loved these cookies, too. He'll put a bunch of them in his pockets to snack on later. Makes doing his laundry a bit more challenging, but I guess I'll take it as a compliment. Look at cookies. I want a cookie. A tray is set by the window bearing freshly baked thumbprint cookies and smelling delicious. You see another tray of thumbprint cookies on the kitchen table ready to go into the oven. There's a lump of dough on the baking tray that has not been filled yet with jam. Really quick. Is there ice in here? I pick ice. Get ice. Using the pick, you chip off a bit of the ice from the ice block. You close it. Run. Run, Nancy. We need to get that ice in the tea ASAP. Ice in tea. Ice in mug. Take mug. Use ice in mug. Cool down mug. We still have the ice. I don't know if this is a timed thing. Peering through the loop, you can see tool marks that you made with the ice pick, chipping the ice off the ice block. It reminds me of the tool marks in rock specimens. They're regular chips of ice that you chipped off the ice block from the ice box. Look at kettle. The sturdy stoneware teapot is full of piping hot tea. Ice in kettle. Ice in teapot. Look at mug. Make iced tea. Yeah, there we go. Iced. See if we can't turn on the light. Lodge is so well lit that you don't require the lamp's light. They're used for decorative purposes. I feel like we're on to something here, right? She makes a comment about how it's still piping hot. Give ice to Kimmy. No, thank you. Let's ask about the curio while we're here. The glass is all over the floor. Please be careful when you return to our room. The glass in front of the curio got damaged. I hope it can be repaired. Evan is very attached to that piece of furniture. It's a shame someone did that. That piece of furniture belonged to Evan's parents. I believe it was brought from England, as the wood is not from around here. It contains some family heirlooms of considerable value to him. Ask about tea. May I refresh your cup of tea, Kimmy? No thanks, Nancy. My tea is still nice and hot. I don't know anything about that, Miss Maple. Can we do the duck call out here? Maybe she'll come running out. Nope. Oh, Kimmy. All right, we'll come back to Kimmy. I think we're on to something here. It's a nice bit of furniture, not to mention Mr. Richard's silver steins. He really treasures them. Ask about steins. There's a pair missing. Mean a lot to him. Yeah. Ask about brooch. I'm not that fancy. I don't wear jewelry myself. Can't have you soiling my hands. Okay. Cookies. Examine the cookies. The cookies are hollowed out in the middle and filled with red jam. They smell delicious. Take cookie. You take a freshly baked thumbprint cookie from the tray. Eat cookie. You eat the cookie. It's rich and buttery, and raspberry jam is intensely colored and flavored, but not too sweet. Jack, this is delicious. Why, thank you, Miss Maple. I'm very proud of my Helen Grata. Take cookie. Okay, there's no way we can powder the cookie, right? Like, we can't get a fingerprint from a cookie. It's a thumbprint cookie, ironically, but we have to try. You don't have a cookie to powder. Besides, you doubt that would be a helpful application. You wouldn't benefit from the application of soot. Okay. Interesting, because it says we don't have a cookie, but we definitely do have a cookie. True to their names, the thumbprint cookies do have Jack's thumbprint imprinted onto it. Ah, Jack's thumbprint forms the jam reservoir. Too bad it's not really a good sample for comparison. What an interesting predicament. Look at table. Table is crudely constructed, yada yada. All but one of them is filled with raspberry jam. Take unfilled cookie. Jack, is it okay if I take this lump of dough? Go right ahead. I ran out of jam anyway, so kind of a dud. Okay, maybe this is the ticket here. Unfilled cookie examine. Yes, Jack's thumbprint is visible in the hollow of the cookie, but it's difficult to compare other fingerprints in its current state. I need to figure out a way to extract Jack's fingerprint from this cookie. It's far too fragile and hard to see right now. I mean, can we powder the cookie? The raw thumbprint is a little sticky. The powder would just stick to everything, not just the thumbprint. I need to figure out a different way to obtain this print. I mean, if we bake it, it wouldn't work, right? Save game cookie question mark. Open oven. Bake cookie. Cook cookie. Okay. Okay, so who do we have left? Table person is Zoidberg. I can see it a little bit. How do we do this? Do we cool it? Yeah, maybe we'll use the ice cookie. Hang on. I've got another idea. Give cookie to Kimmy. No, thank you. I try not to eat sweet. So close to bedtime. Well, that's a problem. That's a problem for me, who needs you to go to bed. Already ate a bunch and stuffed some in my pockets. Ha! Jack hates it when I do that. Thanks for offering. Okay. I knew he liked them. Figured I'd ask. Jack falls down unconscious. Interesting situation here. Still love this guy as well. Offer cookie. Give cookie to Albert. That's his name. Say, Mr. Respa, how'd you like this thumbprint cookie? Albert's eyes light up. Splendid. That's just what I need. Thank you. Oh, look at that animation. Albert thoroughly enjoys the cookie, licking his fingers and smacking his lips. Crunch, crunch. Smack, gulp. Delicious. I could do with another if you find yourself downstairs again. Sure thing. Oh, interesting. Ooh, we have a Bonnie tree from Ryan. There she is. Very good. Let's get a Bonnie treat in here. I think that's a great idea. Welcome in, Reinen. Whoop. And whoop. There we go. Get some tunes on while we do this. It's very quiet in this game. But I have to say, like, it still feels like the mood's being set, because when you get something going, it's, like, very exciting. Anywho, here's the Bonnie treat. Thank you very much. Be sure to chew. Be sure to chew. She thought about it. You see that? She thought about it. Me all good? The very first one of the day, for anyone who wasn't around when stream started, she like started kind of choking on the first one because she just like inhaled it without thinking. She's obviously fine, but she was just so excited for that first treat that I've been just making sure she's she's taking her time. She's a bit of a goof. I wonder if we give him another cookie, if he'll like get really thirsty. Maybe this is like a cracker situation, you know, when you have like a bunch of saltines. You just like absolutely have to have a beverage. Give cookie to Albert. Look at books. Okay. Nothing's changed with the water, right? Yeah, still pristine. Okay, maybe that's not the end game there. A cracker situation. Indeed. Okay. So here's where we're at, right? We need to figure out how to get Jack's thumbprint out of this other cookie. We've got... we have a cookie. An unfilled cookie, even. Difficult to compare the other fingerprints in its current state. Need to figure out a way to extract Jack's fingerprint from this cookie. It's far too fragile and hard to see right now. And so I guess this cookie is like, you know, it's a cookie and then you stick your thumb into it. So there must be something else, I suppose, we can fill it with, I guess. I wonder if there's a way for me to get Jack's thumbprint out of this lump of dough. I need to find something that can make a real impression. Something that can make a real impression. Candle wax? No. That's kind of malleable. Like if we were to melt the wax, right? How would you like to melt the wax? Candle on wax. Melt wax. Melt wax with candle. You need a container to hold the wax as you heat it, preferably something with a handle. Okay, do we have a mug still? We have a blue mug. Wax in mug, please. Put wax in mug. You put the hardened candle wax into the mug. You hold mug over candle. You hold the mug over the candle flame. Before long, the wax inside the mug has melted and become liquid. Okay, pour wax on cookie. Wax on cookie. Hmm. Okay. Just having a look here. Anything else? There's hot liquid wax in the bottom of the mug. Maybe I just need to do this in a different way. Put cookie in mug. Wax in cookie. Get fingerprint. Maybe that's all I have to do. Get Jack's fingerprint. I feel like I'm close. Unless I've solved something that I didn't know I needed to do quite yet. Swap mug. Change mug. Give blue mug to Kimmy. Thank you. We're very close here. I think we're very close. You patiently... Oh, haven't I tried doing this? You patiently wait until Kimmy sets her mug down. Just hovering awkwardly in front of her. I'm sure she won't notice. While Kimmy is distracted by her conversation with Nathan, you surreptitiously slip the ice into the chips, or ice chips into her mug. Oh dear, my tea's gotten cold. Take mug, please. Let me freshen up your cup of tea, Kimmy. Thanks, Nancy. Powder mug. Ah, there's the fingerprint. Get fingerprint. Let's go. Okay. Weren't using verbs when I tried before. Ah, maybe. Hey, Austin. For doing a bikini wax, perhaps. I cannot confirm or deny it. Refill mug. Be nice and finish this for her. You pour hot tea into Kimmy's mug. Give mug to Kimmy. Here you go, Kimmy. Nice and hot again. Thanks so much. Okay, that's another one down. Oh, boy. All right. We've got this hot wax. It's still hot, right? L. Hot liquid wax. Hot liquid wax. Where do we need fingerprint collection? What is the thing here? Review. Need a complete set of fingerprints from everybody in the lodge before I can make any definitive conclusions. Jack's probably too busy to help me. Right, so we need Jack still. Albert. Okay, just Jack and Albert. Just Jack and Albert. This is all up in arms about a ruby brooch going missing. And the Silversteins are gone from the curio cabinet. I can't tell if Evan's upset by it, but he's trying not to let it show. Okay. Anything else I'm missing here? Let's think. The salt shaker on the L-shaped kitchen island. Jack is also here. Salt, you say? Take that. Where do you think you're going with that? If you want to use the salt, just use it here in the kitchen. I probably shouldn't walk off with the salt. Jack wouldn't be too happy about that. Jeez, salt police, huh? Okay, salt, huh? Use salt, salt cookie? Don't have any cookies. Get cookie. He did get salty, yeah, very good. Salt cookie. Okay, so this is the new one. You shake a generous helping of salt onto the thumbprint cookie. Oh, I've had a thought. I've had a thought that I'm thinking. What makes you thirsty? They're not quite crackers, but salt can do that to somebody. Give cookie to Albert. Say, Mr. Espa, how would you like this cookie? That's the third cookie tonight, absolutely. I wouldn't dare. Albert eagerly takes the cookie and consumes the thumbprint cookie in 2 bites. Crunch, crunch, smack, gulp. That was saltier than I was expecting. What an odd recipe. Ooh, that cookie's got me quite thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Do me a favor and fill up my drinking glass from that pitcher and hand it to me, miss. As you hand the drinking glass to Albert, you stealthily wipe its surface of your fingerprints. Ah, thank you. Albert drinks the water in 1 gulp and then hands the drinking glass back to you. Oh, I love the little eating, drinking animation. Little dots. You carefully receive the glass, making sure not to touch the areas where he held it. Well done. Powder the glass. Get fingerprint. Bingo. Okay. So now we're down to our final person here. That is Jack. And now the question is, what the heck do we do with Jack? And also, I don't know Jack. So this is going to be an interesting one. I have to imagine, and this is very clearly recency bias, but we've got this wax. We've got the wax in a mug, right? That's got to be a thing. Put wax in cookie. Okay. Parser problems. You carefully pour the hot liquid wax in the hollow thumbprint cookie. Wonderful. I just need to chill the wax so that it sets up nice and hard. Okay. Open icebox. This is a perfect place to chill out. Put mug in icebox. You've already filled the dough with melted wax. Chilling the mug in the icebox isn't necessary. I need to chill this dough instead. Chill dough. Chill dough in icebox. Bum, 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 bum. You put the wax-filled thumbprint cookie into the icebox. You close it. You wait an appropriate amount of time for the cookie to chill. Good morning, Grubby. Hello, hello. Got the wax drippings back in chapter 1 after dinner, and it took you a bit to figure out. So I had the wax drippings, but I didn't think to melt the wax until now. I did have to sit in my inventory for a minute there, being like, what happened? What do we got here? What can we do? That should be about it. You remove the chilled, wax-filled thumbprint cookie from the icebox. You close it. Brr. Terrific, the wax is rock hard, and the raw cookie dough is hardened, too. Now to get the wax out of the cookie. Okay, take wax from cookie. The wax in the raw cookie has been chilled and hardened, but you need to figure out a way to free it from the dough. Fingers. I guess not. We have something that will work. We have is the ice pick overkill? Hammer, perhaps? All right, let's have a look at this cookie. Let's have a little look here. The melted wax is cooled and solidified. Must release the wax cast from the thumbprint cookie. Uh, uh, hmm. Hmm. Uh, remove wax. Remove wax from cookie. Okay. I guess we need a tool. Pick on cookie. That's a funny sentence. Is there cutlery in here? Can we get down with some cutlery? Look inside the drawers. Bits and bobs. Okay. Drinking glasses, pots and pans, plates, the pipe. Okay. Eat cookie to release wax. There you go. Eat. Just in case this is a death. Cookie. Can't spell. This could be a death. Who knows? Eat cookie. Unable to help yourself, you carefully nibble away at the chilled cookie dough from the hardened wax filling. This would go really well with ice cream. And would you? Oh my gosh, that was the solution. Let's go. I thought that was a funny idea. Andy, would you look at that? A perfect wax impression of his fingerprint. Finally, we've obtained everyone's fingerprints, plus fingerprints from the crime scenes. Compare fingerprints to see if you can draw any conclusions. Compare fingerprints. Flushed with success, you rush to your bedroom and eagerly spread out your complete set of fingerprint samples on the low coffee table. After comparing the complete sets of fingerprints, you're able to conclude. Amazing! The fingerprints from the jewelry box and the curio cabinet match the fingerprint that you obtained from Margot. Aha, Margot is the culprit behind both crimes. I should confront her with my findings. Huh, that wasn't field work, but it was pretty satisfying. Oh, we're just diving in. Margot, I know you stole Nessa's ruby brooch and your the silver steins. I know that Nessa is a little difficult, but this isn't the way to deal with her. Meanwhile, Margot sleeping, apparently. Please let me help you set things right. Oh, she would take everything. Yes, I smashed the curio, though it broke my heart to do it. But the silver wedding steins are even more precious. I saved them and gave them to someone I trust for safekeeping. Nessa would sell them as soon as she was back in the city. At the very least, she would take her share and sell one of the steins, splitting the set. She doesn't understand why that shouldn't happen. She is vile and heartless. Why should I want to set things right? When I needed to set things right, no one helped me. That woman deserves everything bad that comes to her, and more. Well, you may be right about that, Nancy. But you deserve better than to be a thief. That isn't who you are. That's okay. Had me in the first half. Margot, the brooch, at least. Will you at least let me will you let me give back her brooch? Ah, fine. The brooch is hers, after all. It's in my walk-in closet. I will tell you where it is. Why? Why must the world be as it is, Nancy? No. Tell me where the brooch is. Oh, no. The dogs are just taking a nap. Margot, are you okay? Margot? You hurry downstairs and tell Mr. Richards about Margot's sudden decline. Mr. Richards, come quick. There's something wrong with Margot. What? Oh, there's somebody walking around. Oh, geez. Outstanding, fantastic detective work, Nancy. You're a natural. You did happen to miss the person walking around in the background. However, we got most of it. By the time you and Mr. Richards arrived at the master bedroom, Margot's body is already cooling. Oh, no. The commotion soon brings Nathan and Jack to the room. Nathan's eyes widen, but he doesn't say anything. Jack looks shocked and a bit remorseful. The three men gently carry Margot down to the root cellar and lay her out on a long wooden table. It's shocking to see Margot lying dead on the table. The kindness and warmth that once lit up her face are gone forever. Nathan and Jack stand there, staring down at the earthen floor. No one seems to know what to do. What can be done, after all? After a long while, Mr. Richards exhales heavily and speaks. Drink a moment. Oh, right. This is orange chocolate soda. Oh, not my favorite. Go do what you need to do, and head to the station and notify the authorities. Not like there's any rush now, is there? Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Evan. Yeah. Excuse me, miss. Why are we all standing so close like this? There's plenty of room in this room. Mr. Richards slumps on the stool, his head bowed. He doesn't look at Margot. It's almost like he can't. Oh, Mr. Richards, what's going on here? Type review to review your investigative goals. Chapter 4. Tensions. Ooh, tensions. Amazing. Okay. The game has auto-saved. I'm going to save as well over here just to make sure I have one for the old speed run down the line. Chapter 4. Or actually, let's keep it in there. Start. CH4 save. Terrific. Okay. Well, that has taken a turn, huh? My goodness. Let's press on. This is the lodge's root cellar. It's a few degrees cooler than the rest of the house, making it ideal for storing a wide variety of supplies with which to provision the lodge. There's a set of stairs in the east wall leading upwards. The shelves contain an array of root vegetables, as well as jarred and bottled goods. There are sacks full of apples and potatoes. My goodness, Jack has done such a wonderful job with this little vegetable garden. Yeah, the little vegetable patch. Margot is here, technically. Evan is absolutely here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at shelves. Let's have a look on these. The shelves in the root cellars are built solidly with no extraneous ornamentation. They provide ample storage for wines, ciders, vinegars, preserves, boxes of apples, braids of garlic, and squashes. Squashes, good word. Look at bags. There's bags down there. There's sacks full of apples and potatoes. With any luck, these should last through the winter. Take apple. These are the same small, sour, inedible apples in the orchard. You prefer them baked in a pie. Take potato. As comforting as it would be to carry potato around in your pocket, you resist the temptation. Oh, that's too bad. Take jar. Don't anticipate being at the lodge long enough to start pickling and preserving. Take bottle. Just see what's not nailed down here. Many type of bottles. There are wine bottles, cider bottles, and bottles of vinegar. Usefulness of vinegar isn't lost on you, but these are Jack's last 2 bottles. Take wine. What's the other bottle that we have? Look at bottle. Cider bottles. Take cider. Okay, nothing there. Anything else? Cider, vinegar, preserves, garlic. Take garlic. Well, there's plenty of uses for the garlic, both culinary and otherwise. You won't be needing it. Okay. Not a vampire afoot, confirmed. Take squash. What would Jack say if he caught you filling your pockets with vegetable of his labors? What would Evan say? Looting the cabinets after his wife dies. That would be something. Look at Margot. Okay. I was gonna say, she's not looking so lively these days. Margot's body has been temporarily laid to rest on a long wooden table. Oh, Margot. Look at Evan. Evan's lost in his thoughts. His shoulders droop and his head hangs down. Talk to Evan, I guess. I'm so sorry, Mr. Richards. Thanks, Nancy. Talk to Margot. Never be able to talk to Margot again, and that makes you sad. Wow. Oh my. Well, okay. So one thing that we should have a look at is the pitcher. The pitcher, because the pitcher of water originally came from Nessa. So there's something odd here. She was my gal. Who would have thought she'd be gone before me? If you want to know about Margot, I can't help you. I knew who she was when she was here. As for what came before, didn't concern me. I never asked. Sad. Anything new with Nessa here? Oh, wait, what was that? I bet she's glad this happened. Oh, my goodness. Oh, maybe. Can't put it past her. All right, I'm going to head out. According to Evan, Jack and Nathan will eventually be going to the train station. I wonder if I can catch them and ask them a few questions before they head out. That would be terrific. I'm really curious here, though. We have a save. Worst case, if we miss them, I'll reload the save. But my favorite part was when redacted. I'm glad you liked it. This game is really cool. All right, look at Jug. Powder Jug. Doesn't reveal any distinct fingerprints. There are some markings here and there, but nothing identifiable. Crud. Well, we know that the brooch is in here somewhere, right? Keep that in mind. All right, let's head down. Let's see if we can catch these nerds before they leave. Try to get some questions out of them. It's a little bit creepy out here. This is kind of an interesting interesting color scheme happening. Where are they? Oh. Did they already go? The car is here. Me too. Me too. I hope I don't forget anything important either. I've only played some of Dagger of Amun-Ra. I have not played Colonel's Bequest. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear conversation behind the sturdy door. What an unpleasant complication. Margot had to die at such an inconvenient time. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting. I wonder. Never mind that now. Help me jimmy this desk drawer open. I'm starting to think Father never made a will after all. He was always such a grand dreamer and never very organized. Nothing in here but bits and bobs and newspaper clippings. We have our contingency plan. I'm not concerned. I'm stepping outside for a cig. I'll keep searching for a little while longer. I've got to meet Albert in the gazebo soon. He seems like he's willing to help us with Plan B. For a price. Good. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, so... okay. This is why we made the save at the top of the thing, because I may need to kind of keep timings in mind here a little bit. You mentioned the body. I guess I didn't inspect the body. Inspect body. You want to have a look? I'm going to go have a drink. Where are you going to go have a drink? I don't want to miss anything. There's just so much happening at once here. You determinedly decide to Take a closer look at Margot's body. Whoa! Punch in. Type exit or click the exit button to stop your exam. You pull away the sheet covering Margot. Your desire to understand what happened outweighs your squeamishness. Despite Margot's panicked final moments, she now appears peaceful. Well done. All right, check pocket. First off, there's a pocket in there. The pockets are a convenient size for holding all manner of items. Okay, I guess nothing in there. Look inside pocket. You find a silver key, small silver key. Okay. I don't know. Because that's one thing I do remember from the Lorabo games is that, like, if I'm not on top of everything, I'm gonna miss it. Margot's laid out on a long wooden table in the root cellar. Is there anything else to check? Like, smell breath. Smell. You detect a distinct garlicky smell around Margot's mouth. Garlic. That's strange. I don't remember Margot eating any garlic. Come to think of it, Jack hasn't cooked us any meals using garlic. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Open eyes. Do we do something weird like that? You've always been squeamish about eyes. You decide to leave Margot's eyes alone. I don't know. Like, is there anything else we can check? Like, what do we do? Examine. Examine body. There are plenty of areas that would warrant closer examination. Margot's still wearing her plush blue bathrobe with 2 pockets and matching sash. Hair glistens. Okay, so we have hair. We've got sash. I should probably write these things down. Hair, sash, bathrobe, lips and skin. Look at lips. Darkened to a purplish hue. Check. Look in pockets. Plural. There's still a small silver key. Oh, take key, obviously. Wonder what this opens. Look at sash. Margot's bathrobe is cinched at her waist by matching sash. Take sash. I'm hoping to learn more about what happened to Margot. I don't think it would be appropriate to do that. Okay, fair. I'm confident I can make some astute observations while still preserving her dignity. Okay. I was just, making sure here. Didn't want to insinuate anything. Examine hair. We were surprised to find that Margot's impeccably coiffed hair is hiding some thinning areas and a few bald patches. Interesting. Yeah, that would be wild if the palette did change. That would be crazy. Check ear. Ear. Even Margot's ears are delicate and refined, with lovely lobes. Look nose. Margot's nose is pert, well-formed, and suits her face. Check hands. Look at the hands. Margot's fair complexion is now a great deal paler than is fashionable. Death has given it a waxy sheen. Look at hand. Okay, that's it. Check robe. Is there anything else we can do with the robe? Even Margot's robe is stylish. It's a lovely robin's egg blue. Bathrobe has 2 matching pockets sewn into its front. Check pockets. We've checked both, yes? Look inside pockets. Okay. I was worried because there's more than one pocket, and I was like worried that there's something else in the pocket too, right? Oh, it switches to CGA. Yeah. The most cursed of palettes. Is there anything? Their shoulders or anything? I think this is probably... Check arms. Lift arms. Roll over. Roll over Margot. Roll over body. I think this is pretty much what we got then. Take hair. We take hair. After whispering an apology to Margot, you tug a few strands of her hair from her head. I don't think I can make much use of this, but it might come in handy later. Especially if her death is suspicious. Is it not? Are we not suspicious? That is bonkers. Margot's hair. Upon closer examination, you can see that Margot's hair looks brittle and split at the ends. Her hair seemed to be thinning and falling out, too. Okay. Where's our key? Small silver key. Anything interesting with this? No. Alright. I'm assuming that this is everything. I'm hoping. I think we've addressed most of the things. Most of the things here. Okay. She's still putting around in here. What do you want? I'm just tidying up in here. Evan's lazy, Jack's lazy. They lack the will to do what needs to be done. This is nuts. Look at paper. Don't look at anything. Don't touch anything. I'm busy here. Oh, okay, Nessa. Take papers. What a bizarre situation this is. Right. Talk to man. How are you doing, Corvus? I'm doing just fine, Miss Maple. Are you sure? Ask about papers. It's well within Nessa's rights to look through those papers. They're her property just as much as Evan's. Maybe even more so, as she is the elder sibling. Breaking and entering. Okay. I'm not surprised. Women like her often meet ignoble ends. What do you mean by that? I'm sure a nice girl like you wouldn't understand. Interesting. Oh, I went into the wrong door, didn't I? Ask about Margot. What horrible things you have to say? An unsavory character of ill repute. Nice girls like her, or like you, should stay away from her. Why would you say that? I prefer not to say. It's not a subject for polite conversation. Ask about death. I can't begin to guess why she died. I thought she pretended to be ill to get attention. I guess I was wrong for once. Ask about garlic. I don't care about that. Ask about the jug. Again, Nessa gave up the jug here. You have anything to say about the jug, buddy? Jug. Ask about death. What I know will go over your head. What is that supposed to mean? My goodness. Okay, well. What a mess, huh? Literally a home wrecker. Quite literally. Where is he having a beverage? By the way, he's like, I'm gonna go and have a drink. But what happened to everybody? We need to make sure we find all of these people, because we need to find the first two folks, because they are going to head to the train station soon. We got to absolutely make sure we get that taken care of. Yeah, I must have forgotten to lock my door. I'm busy, miss. Run along. Ask about death. You are too curious. Excuse me. Ask about, I don't know, things. Okay, so that's just his normal response back. I was like, that is incriminating if I've ever heard that. What do you know about the person who may or may not have been murdered in this house moments ago? You're far too curious. Excuse me? I don't know where the woman is. Why don't you go look for her? Gazebo. You're too curious. Intelligent, worldly fellow. Still nothing here. Kimmy, by the way, also MIA right now. Don't love that. Oh, you're having the drink in here. She was sick, I know. We didn't talk about it. It doesn't matter anymore. That's all I have to say about that. Ask about garlic. Yuck. I don't like garlic at all. Neither does Margot. Jack grows it for himself. Interesting. Okay. Look. Shoes are all size 5. My shoes are usually half size smaller than my boots to leave room for thicker socks. Okay. Don't mess with Margot's things. Fine. Bag. It's kind of poor timing, I suppose. Like trying to loot this place right after she passes away. But there's a mystery afoot, of course. Key and luggage. No one else putting in here, right? Yeah. So they're not in here. I guess this is birds. Should probably just, I guess, go and find everybody. It's a pretty wide area. Oops, looks like I stumbled upon a conversation. Maybe I approached from a different direction. You're not alone anymore. What are you guys up to? Getting some fresh air. Really? Well, I found some interesting samples on the riverbank this afternoon. Actually, I used a trowel to dig the dirt. Otherwise, I wouldn't have found anything. Is that so? Can we have a look? Of course. Approach from a different direction, huh? You show the samples that you collected from the river to Nathan and Jack. They inspect the samples intensely and exchange meaningful looks. What do you think? Very nice, Nancy. These are white garnets. Pretty big ones, too. Yes, sirree. Very pretty. Maybe get them set in silver when you're back in the city. White garnets, are you sure? Yes, very sure. Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Excuse me, I need to get to the carriage house and prepare the automobile for Jack's drive to the train station. Thanks, Nat. Of course, good evening. Hang on. Sure is. Darn, I missed talking to Nathan. I ought to find him in question before he leaves. Hang on. Hold up. Oh, our next save is... All right, hang on. We're going to... I really want to eavesdrop on this. That's okay. We can speedrun this. Is there anything that we need out of here? Look at garlic. Obviously, this becomes important. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You know, we were exploring, obviously, but take hair. Smell breath. I think we had some smell. Garlic smell, yep. Look in pockets. Take key. Is there anything else in here? Look nose. Look mouth. Look skin. Look arms. Look sash. I think that's about everything that we had, right? Tried looking at the eyes. Check ears. Lovely lobes. And we have the hair. I grabbed the hair. Right, and then also look at hair. That might have been... How did I do that? Examine hair. Yeah, that was it. Oh, I didn't do this last time. I always forget that examine is different than look. Intense scrutiny of Margot's skin reveals no bruises or abrasions, but you do find some rough, scaly areas on her hands and feet, darkened areas, and red, patchy lesions on her lower legs. I wonder if these skin problems have something to do with her aches and pains. Oh. Check the sash closer. Closer examination doesn't reveal much about the sash. It's the same fine make as the rest of the bathrobe. Pockets. Okay. He knows. Poreless. E-mouth. No additional info. But having drawn closer to her mouth to get a closer look, you do detect an unusual odor. Cool. Ear. You admire the majestic arch of the helix, the delicate shell-like folds of the concha, the graceful dip of the intragal notch. Very nice. Unfortunate that you've perished, but okay. Cool. Exit. I think that's more than what we did last time, so that's great. Guess who's gonna be saving constantly? It's this guy. Hair. We're gonna call it Hair. According to Evan, Jack and Nathan will eventually be going to the train station. I wonder if we can catch them and ask them a few questions before they head out. That is the idea. OD, please. So from here, what we did is we zip, zap, zibbidied over here. And we had a here cup. With the help of the drinking glass, we go through this cutscene once again. Pop in here. Ask about death. Ask about Margot. Ask about garlic. Garlic without a K even. Don't care about that. Look at papers. Take papers. I think those are the things that we did. Additionally, we went outside. Ask about death. Ask about Margot. Sig. Wait, she's in the study tidying up. Uh-huh. Sure thing, pal. Okay. So let's make another save here. There. Welcome in, ATK. Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. I can hear Jack and Nathan talking, but the sound of the river is making it hard to hear them. I wonder what they're up to. Here, cup. Oh, nice. Can't just toss these in the river like we used to. More's the pity. Mr. Richards hadn't hurt his back trying to take this on all himself. I wish he'd asked for help before it came to that. With all the extra scrutiny lately, he could use all the help he can get. Lucky for us, it was mostly overcast last night. No moonlight, no sparkles. Lucky for us. I think that's all for now. Good thing there were no big ones tonight. Agreed, meet you in the carriage house. Yeah, I'll dump these in the smokehouse as usual. See you soon. Oh, it's going really well. Hey, Jack! Ah! What are you guys up to? Me and Nat were just getting some fresh air. Really? I was getting samples from the riverbank this afternoon. It looked a lot like that. I found some interesting stuff. Oh yeah, can I see? Of course. You show the samples you collected from the river to Jack. He scrutinizes them very closely. What do you think? You got yourself some white garnets for sure, and some pretty nice ones too. White garnets? Are you sure? Definitely. But if you want a second opinion, yeah, I can take them to show Nathan and ask him for you. How about it? That's okay. I'll keep them for now. Suit yourself. Darn it, I missed talking to Nathan. I ought to find him and question him before he leaves. I guess we'll save again. Garnets? Question mark? Ask about death. It's shocking. I can't believe it. Please don't meddle, Nancy. You'll only make things worse. Ask about garnets. Garnets are pretty hard. Most of the mine stuff was deep red, but these are some tiny colorless ones too. So if you find any shiny, colorless rocks by the river, I guarantee you they're garnets and not diamonds. Ooh, I've read about colorless garnets. They're called leuco garnets. Yeah, something like that. They're small and not that clear, and just got the ground up with the red ones, and then into industrial abrasives. I see. Totally misread that. Okay, ask about Nathan. Nathan's helping me get the automobile ready for a drive to the train station. He's probably in the carriage house by now. Mr. Richards wants a telegram sent to the Rangers. Garlic. Let's confront him about the garlic. Jack, I think I smelled garlic in Margot's mouth when I was down in the root cellar. Impossible. Margot never ate garlic. Maybe there's something that smells like garlic? I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. Garlic. Hmm. Something that smells like garlic. Have a good night, Miss Maple. Thanks, Jack. You too. Hmm. So now we're in a bit of an interesting situation because we've got this about to go down. We've got this about to go down. Ah, here's Nat. Hide. Listen. Ask about death. Margot had her health issues, but never seizures. I'm a little suspicious that her death wasn't natural. But Evan wants to forget all about it. Nothing can be done for her now. I'd let him be if I were you. Ask about garlic. I can take or leave garlic. Depends on how it's cooked. Ask about, I don't know, allergy? Some people have issues with ragweed or tree pollen, sneezing, itchy eyes. I'm fortunate that I don't suffer from such things. Evan told me that he's allergic to nuts, which can be apparently have an even more serious reaction. When he was a small child, he had a bad skin rash from touching almonds. He could have an even worse reaction and even die should he accidentally eat them. Oh dear. Nessa caused a bit of a stir bringing these Jordan almonds with her, but Evan gave up arguing with that a long time ago. It's about garnets. I feel like I needed to ask Jack more questions. Garnet is a hard mineral. You see a lot of pebble-sized examples along the riverbed. Settlers mined garnets in this area for use in industrial abrasives. That is until the mines became unprofitable. Okay, so that's nothing there. Ask about car, I guess. Evan gave me his father's automobile when it started needing constant maintenance. It'd become a hassle for him to call on me to fix it at the lodge, so he said I could have it. It worked out for a bunch of us. I got to own an automobile, which is a rarity up here, and Evan made room in his carriage house for a new one. Hang on. It's a bunch of things I'm kind of forgetting to ask about here because it's about the smokehouse. Don't know anything about it. Ask about. Of course, this stuff is all leaving my brain now. What are the things I need to ask here? Let's have a quick review. I wonder if Margot is poisoned. How could it have happened? Something she ate, drank. We want to say drank. Small silver key. Where does it go? Now what? Now we found Nathan. Let me think here. Because I think that I do need to speak further with Jack. There's something else. I feel like I'm missing I think I'm missing something. And I also need to talk to Nat about the same thing. When you mentioned that you've been collecting rock specimens from around the lodge, Nathan's eyes widen. May I see what you found? Of course. You show Nathan the sample you obtained from the cliff. You collected this from the cliffs to the southwest, right? I did. This is igneous rock from the Precambrian era. Those cliffs compose part of the Canadian Shield, one of the oldest formations on Earth. It's astonishing to think that it's 2.5 to 4.2 billion years old. Geology is a hobby of mine. You showed Nathan the sample you obtained from the boulder. This is the sample from that big boulder. You're absolutely right. It's granite. Not much. It's not from this area. The geology doesn't match. It's a glacial erratic. Did you know what that is? Or do you know that is? I do. It means the glacial deposited. A glacier deposited here after it melted away. It's amazing to imagine how far that boulder traveled and over what an incredible length of time. Indeed. These are lovely white garnets, Nancy. I'm a bit of a collector myself. Can I buy those from you? I'd prefer to keep them if it's all the same to you, of course. Interesting. Interesting. Check our notebook. Skagway. Can we ask about Skagway? I think we may have already... Yeah, we've already asked about that. No worries. Just want to make sure we're not missing anything massive. Fingerprints. We've got all the prints. The space here that makes me think there's more. Margot never ate garlic. Margot's mouth smells of garlic. Find out what the silver key opens. Lesions on Margot's skin. That's what I want to ask Jack about. I want to ask about that because in the very beginning of the game, Jack and Margot are like locked away in the boudoir. And something interesting was going on behind the door. He couldn't really 100% know, but it was a bit odd. Ask about... We already asked about the garlic. Jug. Ask about poison. Have we asked about poison? Arsenic. Do you have a rat problem? Jack might have some. Ask about... Oops. Ask about... Is that how you spell lesions? Probably not. It's like... Lesion. Oh, he's already here. Nancy, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Excuse me. I'm going to look for Evan. I can tell he's upset, but you know how he is. Always going off on his own. Yeah, maybe to try the jetty. Thanks, I'll check there. I have a few other places in mind first. My meeting with Albert in the boathouse begins shortly. I'll look for Evan after that. Good luck. That was a good one. A note's been added to the notebook. What is that note? Found Nathan again. Find Evan. I see. Never seen him like this. Please look out for him. When Evan was a boy, he'd sit out on the jetty when he was upset. Maybe he's out there now. Motive? No. Pardon me, Miss Maple. I'm expected elsewhere. Gets really easy to miss a lot. I figured. Yeah, it seems that way. I'm certain I've already missed quite a bit. I have to just kind of do my best, I think, because we've already missed the meeting. It looks like up here. So this does make me want to maybe backtrack a bit. what's going on here? Ask about Albert. He's supposed to be meeting me here, actually. Have you seen him? Saw him in his room earlier this evening. Excuse me, Miss Maple, I'm meeting someone in there. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, door's closed. Here, Cup. Don't hear any voices behind the boathouse door, even with the aid of the drinking glass. The river's too loud to hear anything, even though I know Nathan and Albert are in there having a conversation. Goodbye. Oof. Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm for certain going to reload. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, hang on. Where's my notebook? We need to start taking notes. This is no longer child's play anymore. It is time to really bust out our detective skills. Because there are too many things happening here, and my brain is too small to remember them all. So, here we go. First things first. In terms of the checks that we've done, well, hang on. Well, let's just write down the meetings here. So we know that Nessa is initially in the office. We're going to call that the office. And then she does end up meeting, presumably Albert, if I recall correctly, in the gazebo. And this might have something to do with Corvus as well. So I'll put him in parentheses. We then just saw Nessa coming back up from the jetty. Is this the jetty? This is the bridge. So that's all peculiar. Those are three things that are happening fairly rapidly. For Jack, Jack is with Nathan here at the bridge. We need to come in from the north to eavesdrop. We then have a solo convo with him. And then he leaves to go to the smokehouse. From there, he goes to the garage. And then leaves via the car. Okay. Then we have to concern ourselves with Nathan. So Nathan is with Jack at the bridge. Then goes to the garage solo. Then goes down to the boathouse. And then he leaves to go somewhere. Question mark. We don't know where he's going now. Or no, I guess then now he's probably looking for Evan, I would think. That's my guess. Evan, question mark. That leads us to Evan. Evan is with Margot in the cellar. But then he leaves to go to the boudoir for a drink. Don't know where he is now. Okay, page 2. We have Albert. So Albert is in his room and he's grouchy. I'm writing that down. From there, he does eventually end up at the boathouse. Well, I should say we are expecting him at the gazebo first to meet with Nessa and Corvus. Now, we didn't see him there, but that was the expectation. From there, he presumably goes to the boathouse and meets with Nathan. And I think that's what we know. Margot has perished. We know where she is for the time being. If she goes missing, then we really have another mystery afoot. But we'll leave it as that for now. So the person we haven't really addressed here, funnily enough, is our friend Kimmy. I have yet to see Kimmy at all here. So I'm absolutely going to backtrack here. But I think we're going to try to glean some info here best we can, and then we'll kind of try to do our best sleuthing after that. Ah, Mr. Richards, there you are. Mr. Richards? Evan doesn't acknowledge your presence. He looks lost in thought, or maybe highly inebriated. Possibly both. You had better be careful not to fall off into the jetty. Good call. Let's just look. There's a trail of spilled liquid leading to the jetty. Liquid. Liquid here is yet to be absorbed into the dock. Even in the moonlight, you can see that it's golden yellow and that it's whiskey. What a waste! The liquid on the jetty is definitely alcohol and not river water. Besides the spilled alcohol, the jetty is dry. Okay. Whiskey, huh? A rumbling in the distance. Is that thunder? Ah, it sounds like an automobile heading towards the carriage house. Says Jack back to the train station. Maybe I should head over there and see what's going on. Or I could head to the lodge and see what's going on there. Or we could do neither and just pop our heads briefly in here. I like to imagine Kimmy wearing the pink flamingo costume from Hitman 2. It's a cormorant instead. Absolutely. Large pot is empty. It's a barrel over there, right? Yeah, it's a barrel. And there's no real need for me to open it. Are you sure? You won't need any logs. Okay, where are you going? Ness and Corvus seem to be having an intense conversation. If I can get closer, maybe I can hear what they're saying. We just listen? Right, don't do anything crazy here. So they're meeting. Hang on, let me write this down. Nessa then goes from Bridge to Orchard. Corvus. Okay. You conceal yourself behind an ideally situated apple tree. I won't be needing this anymore. Nessa takes a silver flask from her pocket and pours it onto the grass. What's that? Water adulterated with poison. I soaked the flypaper in a glass jar, poured the liquid into my silver flask, tossed the jars over the waterfall, easy as pie. I didn't think it'd be quite so effective. I was thinking it'd be a little bit more gradual, less dramatic. The tart couldn't even die properly, but no matter. It could look suspicious and be investigated. What does it matter? There aren't any rangers around, or any other form of law in this god-forsaken place. But we don't want any more complications. This will all be over soon, but we'll need to be bold. I'm ready for the next step. Good. What a strange conversation! Oh my goodness. Nessa mentioned tossing some jars into the river by the waterfall. I should go to the waterfall and take a look. Oh my goodness, the plot thickens. I mean, is there even a way to be able to see all of this stuff? This is so tightly done. So many activities. Jars in waterfall? Or by waterfall? Question mark? And where is Kimmy when all of this is happening? We may never know. All right, let's follow this dingus down here. He went this way, didn't he? Oh, what? Oh, careful. Yeah, don't do that. Look at shiny thing. Look. You see something bobbing in the rushing water. Caught amongst some rocks. It's like a glass jar. Get jar. I need to find a safe way to get closer. Oh no. How do I get close without dying? Nope, don't do it. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Does this restart the whole game? That's crazy. Okay, that's fine. We wanted to backtrack a little bit anyway. All right, I need to understand the timings here. You finally got all deaths. Let's go. Oh, fine. I don't need to deal with this right now. I'm kind of just curious. Hello. Hello. Hang on. I see you. Eek. Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, hang on. Holy cow. All right. Kimmy, we found her. She's hiding. She's literally hiding in woods. Middle woods. Why were you lurking, Kimmy? Lurking? I was looking for owls. Oh, were you? Ask about owls. I thought I might be able to see great horned owls or even short-eared owls because it's still summer. Or great gray owls. They're the largest in Ontario. Death. I had no idea Margot was so sick. This is horrible. I feel so bad for Evan. I seem to care for her very much. Ask about garlic. I like garlic. It's very nutritious. Jack hasn't served us anything with garlic in it, though. You say that Margot's breath smelled like garlic? That's odd. Jack hasn't served us anything with garlic in it. None of us have had any since we've been here. You're right. Margot didn't eat garlic. Why did her breath smell like that? I once read in a mystery novel that garlicky breath is a symptom of arsenic poisoning. Okay. Garlic equal arsenic? Question mark? I wonder if that's true. I wonder. Jack said this place used to be a mining town. All right. Lurking out here. But he's not here yet. There's the jar. Pick up jar. We need to find a... So we need to, like, contract. We need to either build something. Or we need to figure that out. I'm going to make a wild assumption that because of the path that I took on this particular, like, kind of me goofing around here, that Jack won't ever end up at the smokehouse, or maybe I wasn't quick enough to do it because I was running into Kimmy. There's a huge gazebo here. Yep. Nessa is here. Talk to Nessa. Hiya, Nessa. Nancy, you startled me, you silly girl. I'm waiting for someone, and that someone isn't you. So make yourself scarce, won't you? Mrs. Crab passed by here not long ago. I think she was headed for the gazebo. Yeah. So where the heck is Albert during this little moment in time? Because if he's not in his room right now, Miss Crab, she's out by the gazebo, is she? Is that what you're asking me? Please, Miss Maple, I'm quite busy at the moment. Garlic's too strong for my palate. Jars. Poison. I guess we should probably ask Nessa about the... see what happens if we ask her about the moon, not the moonshine, the arsenic. Ask about poison. Arsenic, what are you implying? Leave me out of your shenanigans. Ask about jar. Whoa, what nonsense are you talking about? Ask about river jar. Okay, interesting. Okay. I've got a whole bunch of notes here. I do need to actually go to bed because I've realized it's now 1 a.m. So I literally have a whole thing of notes here that I'm going to be attacking tomorrow. So we've saved the top of the chapter. I think we'll play it from the top here because there are just so many things I need to get to. And I'm going to maybe, like, if I get some downtime tomorrow, I literally might go through my massive thing of notes here and see if there's a way I can route and hit almost everything that I want to. But we'll see. We'll see. We've gotten some interesting information here, including that somebody has had some arsenic.